NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 20. They'll start on the ground with Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Pickett back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a 2nd and 6. 4 yards on Pickett. 2nd and 6. Now Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. A 1st throw for the backup Trubisky. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. If the kind of goes, there's do no harm. Themselves on offense.
I like that. No one was mistaking me for a doctor. Well, thank you, Dr. Jones. On second down, Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And this is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Alert! 24! 29!
3rd and 2, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. Take it at the 37. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
24.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was...
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
47 yards. First down, Steelers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense stand on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Watson on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Third down and 10. Here's Watson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Peterson. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the complete.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores to come back and win this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. To throw is Watson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Operation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Following the fumble recovery. Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to... deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Hey, 59! Hey, 31!
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, 48 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And got his man complete. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He'll find Najee Harris. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Harris.
Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Darnell Washington
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Now it's Peterson. Powers through. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 31-yard
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Pickett now on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Pickett back to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7.
Steelers 22.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Third and 5.
Hey, you got to snap it.
And again, it's Chubb. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A give running right is Chubb. The strong running. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Pickett to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. yards. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on